Hi, it's Rika, and it's time for me to tell a story about my childhood again. So, between the age of about 7 to 12, our parents put me and my brother in a summer playground care program. So, the days in the summer vacation when our parents wouldn't have to work, you could bring your kids there to do all kinds of fun activities, but also they would be looked after. Most activities took place in a very dark, large, empty room with no windows. It was actually the back part of a stage, so you could kind of fold a bleacher system in, so you had a large room. I could barely find any pictures of it, but here's one. So one day during independent playtime, we were sitting in a teenage reading area. It was made up of huge black cloth walls, kind of separating it from the rest, even though it was just cloth. It had old sofas and books and comics. It was meant for the older children to kind of read and chill in. So one day, one of the older kids, we were about like 10 or 11 at the time, discovered a comic story from FC de Kampioenen, which is a Belgium TV and comic series about an amateur football team. It was meant for adults, but lots of children watched and read it. So there were lots of like dirty jokes and dirty humor, but it was always kind of tasteful enough so children could watch or read the books. And in this page, two of the characters that were married could be seen lying on top of each other, implying that they were having sex. Yes, this is a children's comic. Belgium is weird. There was no nudity, the blankets were kind of covering everything. I tried to find pictures of this comic, but I couldn't find it. There are like hundreds of these, so I'm not going through all of them. I tried to find it, but now my search history just looks really weird. I believe in the story they were about to have sex and they were interrupted and one of them got locked out of the house nude. Again, nothing was explicit. Nothing explicit was actually shown though. So this dude that found the comic enthusiastically showed us the page, and not soon after that, the whole playground was talking about it. So after lunch, we set up a little booth in this cloth corner where people were literally waiting in line to see this book. And you could kind of hear some kids debating whether they would want to start waiting in line to see it. So the kids waited their turn, went into the reading corner, we gave them the book, they looked at it for a few minutes and then went back outside. It went on and on like this until one of the caregivers heard about it and checked it out. They weren't too happy about us building a little peep show for this book, so they took the book away and shut it down. The kids who didn't get to see the book were pretty bummed out, but the others thought it was absolutely hilarious. So there you have it, a very unusual story from my childhood. If anyone listening to this has this strip comic, let me know because I would love to see it again.